Former ANC Parliamentarian Pule Mabe and 6 alleged accomplices are appearing in the Palm Ridge Specialised Commercial Crimes Court in Johannesburg on charges including fraud and theft in connection with a 27 million rand Department of Agriculture, Gauteng Department of Agriculture tender. Let's take you live to those proceedings.
Of the state witnesses. I further submit that I stand to be severely prejudiced by my further incarceration, balanced against the fact that I do not pose a risk to the state. Should I be released on bail, I will stand my trial should I be required to do so. I am prepared to subject myself to any condition, however stringent this honourable court may impose them. I have a valid passport, which I am prepared to surrender to the investigating officer should it be ordered. I will submit that the interests of justice do not require my further detention and continued incarceration. Given the seriousness of the charges preferred against me, I am advised that a prolonged period of time may elapse before this matter is brought to trial, and that a further impediment to the preparation of my defense will be brought about by my continued incarceration. I submit that I am not emotionally equipped to deal with my further incarceration given my poor health condition. I am currently on chronic medication. I have a constitutional right to freedom, a right that people submit the state is attempting to infringe unreasonably. I have an amount of 20,000 rand readily available for the purpose of paying bail. I certainly cannot afford to forfeit this amount should bail be granted to me. I submit that this amount of money constitutes the maximum amount of money I have available immediately. However, in an event that the Honourable Court finds this amount unacceptable, I will lose my best attempt to raise such further amount. This contention is supported by my belief that I'm innocent of the charges preferred against me. I urge this Honourable Court to find that it will be necessary of justice to permit my release from custody. I respectfully submit that I have demonstrated the honours required of me to demonstrate that the interests of justice do not require my further detention, and respectfully request the Honourable Court to set bail, subject to any condition that the court may deem it fit. This affidavit is signed on today's date and also commissioned by the Commissioner of Office. Maybe it is as a video.
Did you understand the contents of the affidavit that you are seeing in press record? No, just don't bend it, okay? I'll hear you. Thank you. Oh, you confirm the contents of the room, right?
That will be applicant number 5's case. As a court case also. The worship I beg leave to end the original affidavit deposed by applicant number 7. And now read from the court. I've already given my name from the court. As a court basis. I, the undersigned Pule Mabe, do hereby make an oath and state that I'm an adult male, presently residing at number 87014 Dromedaries Avenue, Blows Rand, extension 5 Randburg, and I've been residing in this property for a period of more than 11 years, and as such I consider same to be a permanent place of abode. I am the applicant herein. I have been informed that I bear the honour specified above Honourable Court that the Court of Justice permit my release from custody. I make this affidavit out of my own free will, and I have not been unduly influenced to depose it. The facts herein contained, save where expressed indicated to the contrary, are within my personal knowledge and belief and are both true and correct. Personal background. I was born in Palawura, Limpopo Province. I'm the second born in a family of 3. Both my parents are deceased. I am married to my co-accused Miss Matlekelo Ellis Mabe, and there are 2 children born from the marriage, aged 21 and 16 years old respectively. The children are still attending school. I have no relatives or family living outside the Republic of South Africa. I am currently a member of the African National Congress, National Executive Committee. In light of the charges preferred against me, I may have to consider stepping down from my responsibility as a member of the ANC, which is consistent with the resolution of the ANC. I have no previous conviction, nor any matters pending against me. I am not aware of any warrant of arrest that has been issued under my name. The consequences of non-disclosure have been thoroughly explained to me by my legal representatives. Educational background. I have a national diploma in journalism from Tshwane University of Technology, a BTech in journalism from Tshwane University of Technology, advanced certificate in environmental protection from UNISA, masters in business leadership from UNISA School of Business of Leadership. I'm a candidate in doctorate in business leadership from UNISA. Employment status and employment history. I was previously employed as a spokesperson for the African National Congress. I was also a member of National Assembly. I was previously a director of R Mabe Pty Ltd. I am currently a director of Scaly Institute, a non-profit organization. I'm also a director of Riverlocks Pty Ltd, Riverlocks Property. I pause to mention that these companies are currently not active in business. I have an income in an amount of 25,000 rand from Scaly Institute. I have no other source of income. Movable and immovable assets. My wife and I are the joint owners of the property known as 870 14 Dromedaris Avenue, Randburg Extension 5, Gauteng Province. I have a motor vehicle which is financed by the bank. My wife and I have movable assets which consist of household contents and effect to the value of 700,000 rand. Factors to be considered in terms of section 64 to 9 of Act 1 of 1977. I have been informed by my legal relative that I am in charge with fraud to the value of 36 million rand, arising from the contract between Gauteng Department of Agriculture and Rural Development and R Mabe Pty Ltd, which result under Schedule 5 of Act 1 of 1977. As such, I must initiate this application. I have been advised, which advice I accept, that I am not compelled to disclose the basis of my defense at this stage of the proceedings. However, I wish to place the following before court. I deny the allegation leveled against me in the strongest possible terms, as nothing can be further from the truth. I submit that notwithstanding the fact that I resign as a director of R Mabe, I can confidently confirm that there was a delivery of goods as per the terms of the contract. I attach it to a copy of the picture of the former MEC, Ms. Morokane Masukiwa, during the handing over of the goods on the 29th of October 2019, marked as Annexure PPM1. I further attach a picture of the former Premier of Gauteng, Mr. Makura, and the MEC Lebogang Mayele at the lodge at Mthareng Stadium in Tembisa during the launch of the project as PPM2. Yes, Thank you. I am perplexed that it is alleged that no delivery took place while the government went further to gazette the project on the government gazette and attach it to a copy of the government gazette as PPM3. I can further confirm that the goods were handed over to the beneficiaries after they had complied with all the necessary requirements. I further wish to state that R Mabe instructed the summons at the Johannesburg High Court against MEC for Gauteng, against the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development under yes, worship. Yes, it's MEC for Gauteng, supposed to be Department of Agriculture and Rural Development. Yes, worship. Under case numbers 39455 of /2018 for the damages arising from the contract under review. After receiving 4 legal opinions from different law firms, the department decided to settle the matter out of court, and a settlement agreement was made in order of court. I mentioned these few issues just to illustrate the point that any insinuation that there was no delivery of the goods is meritless and without substance. I accept that the charges leveled against me are serious, but I deny that I'm guilty of any of the charges or that I committed any of the acts as alleged in the charge sheet. I am absolutely convinced that should I be required to stand trial, I will not be found guilty on any charge the state may prefer against me. I submit that I have no intention of fleeing across the border of South Africa or in any way attempting to evade my trial. I submit that I have no incentive whatsoever to attempt to evade my trial. The nature and growth of gravity of any punishment which should be theoretically imposed upon me should I be convicted of the charge brought against me play no part in my actions or decisions, as I did nothing wrong and cannot conceive of any basis upon which I can be convicted of any of the charges. I have no knowledge of the prevalence of this type of offences. I have no access to any evidential material which may be presented at a subsequent trial and cannot conceive of any evidential material which may exist in respect of this matter. I have not been provided the copies of the docket, and as such I do not have access to the evidence in the possession of the state. As I denied anything wrong, I cannot conceive of any evidence which may be brought against me. I will submit that should I be released on bail, my release will not disturb the public order or undermine the public peace or security. Further, I submit that my safety will not be jeopardized by my release on bail. It has been and remain my clear intention not to communicate with any of the state witnesses. I submit that I stand to be severely prejudiced by my further incarceration, balanced against the fact that I do not pose a risk to the state. Should I be released on bail, I will stand my trial should I be required to do so. I am prepared to submit myself to any condition however stringent this honorable court may impose. I have a passport which I am prepared to surrender to the investigating officer should it be ordered. I submit that this of justice did not require my further and continued incarceration. Given the seriousness of the charges preferred against me, I am advised that the prolonged period of time will last before this matter is brought to trial, and that a further impediment to the preparation of my trial will be brought about by my continued incarceration. I submit that I am not emotionally equipped to deal with my further incarceration. I have a constitutional right to freedom, a right I submit the state is attempting to infringe upon me unreasonably. I have an amount of 20,000 rand readily available for the purpose of paying bail. I certainly cannot afford to forfeit this money should bail be granted to me. I submit that this amount of money constitutes the maximum amount of money I have available immediately. However, in an event that the Honorable Court finds the said amount unacceptable, I will use my best attempt to raise such further amount. This contention is supported by my belief that I am innocent of the charges preferred against me. I urge the Honorable Court to find that it will be in the interest of justice to permit my release from custody. I respectfully submit that I have demonstrated the honors required of me to demonstrate that the interest of justice did not require my further detention. I respectfully request the Honorable Court set bail subject to any condition which the court may deem it fit. The affidavit is signed on today's date by the deponent and is duly commissioned.
How to be addressed when you because it's already commissioned.
That's the applicant's case for Mama.
Afternoon, Your Worship. I confirm my appearance on behalf of the accused person. Your Worship, we prepared the affidavit according to my instruction, Your Worship. I beg leave to hand the same to the state and to Your Worship. As the court says. May I please read the affidavit into the record, Your Worship? As the court pleases. In the court for the Regional Division of Gauteng held at the Specialized Commercial Crime Court, Cambridge, case number SABC 80/2024, in the matter between Johannesburg Mahunzi, applicant, and the state respondent. Affidavit in support of bail application. I, the undersigned, Johannesburg Mahunzi, ID number 79103053400088. Do hereby declare under oath as follows. I am the applicant in this application in which I seek relief from this honorable court to be released on bail. I respectfully submit, as I will demonstrate herein, that permitting my release on bail will be in the interest of justice. In any event, the dictate of fairness and justice in the view of peculiar facts herein warrant that I should not be deprived of my liberty and that I should be released on bail. The facts herein contained are, save where the context otherwise refer, within my personal knowledge and belief, and to the best of my knowledge true and correct. In instances where I refer to legal opinion or authority, I do so upon the advice of my legal representative, which advice and or opinion I accept to be correct. I would like the court to take note of the following personal particulars and background. I was born on the 30th of October 1979. I'm a bona fide South African citizen with identity number.
All right, so we come out of those proceedings. A recap of our story: former ANC Parliamentarian Pule Mabe and 6 alleged accomplices are appearing there.